Hey, this is 4960 here, doing another Overwatch video. I'm going to be going over a draw in Blizzard World. So in this match, I want to look over specifically my Victor's Reinhardt gameplay. Um, so, oh gosh, jeez. Um, so I want to go over Victor's Reinhardt gameplay and his his damage output has been kind of low. It's like 8,000 or so on average for today. Um, which yeah, is really it's pretty low for Rein. So I want to see his resource management, his gameplay, etc. Okay, yeah, both our DPS up here. Our other healer is other healer. ¿Dónde está? Oh, just poking ass in in the back. All right, that's amazing. So we're down a player already. Um, I don't exactly like this play, but you know, Victor wanted to go this route, so I was like, all right. Um, and not that this is a bad route per se. It's just um, doing this at the start doesn't yield a lot of advantage. The biggest benefit from going from here is the health pack. Um, and like the multiple angles of pressure. But since our DPS got here really quickly, they're not gonna be. By the time we get ready, they're not gonna be ready. In other words, we're gonna be out of sync by the time our um. See, they end up going around because they're one of them is low health. So this ends up becoming a 3v6, which is um kind of a problem, of course. Victor puts shield up a little too late, and I get really punished. I'm already pretty much low health. Um, so, since it's 3v6, we're not really doing anything right now with the shield. This is a useless shield. Um, did Victor already throw his, um, yeah, using Fire Strike is really important as Rein. Like, that's how you build up ults, and ults is like so important for Rein. Um, so Victor, this whole time he's not doing anything. Like the shield isn't good. Um, he didn't get a fire strike in on all this value right here, which he could have got like 2, 3 people at least. Um, but let's see how this plays out. Winston dives. Okay, so this is okay, but we don't have both our healers, so this is gonna get risky really quickly. Victor still has shield up while their Winston has shield up, which is bad. Both, as a rule of thumb, if one tank has his shield up, the other one shouldn't have it up. Um, unless you guys are both full on shield, which we're clearly not right now. Victor throws fire, but it's like really late, and it just kind of hits the wall because they're already pushing us forward. So bad fire, bad shield, and he doesn't try to go for a pin right here, which is probably the best advantage of this angle. That you could pin someone either, pretty short distance as compared to if you're coming from this angle. Um, it's a lot more punishing to pin. Anyway. Still has shield up. That's really bad. Once you have Rein v Rein right here, you're either one screwed or like you need to do something to get out of the situation. If you keep your shield up, you're screwed. If you start swinging, at least you get some damage in. Yeah, it's already too late. So that's what happens when you keep your shield up for too long with Rein and you don't engage at at the correct timing. Notice how our DPS in that entire fight were ineffective. And of course one of our healers is just barely spawning. So even though it was, it was a fresh engagement, it was still really bad. Your timing can be bad on a fresh engagement if you don't, you know, do it properly, if you don't double check with your team. So part of that happened because we flanked. And the other part happened because Victor had to shield up way too much and the Winston dove a little too deep. If you're gonna dive that deep with Winston, you need to do it like in a confusing manner, where you like dive the back line only, like the Mercy. Not just dive right in the middle and take everything. You're not Winston. No character can do that really. Especially without any offensive pressure to back you up. So, me and Anna are left over here. Winston dives back in. I noticed this disconnect between the healers and the tank, where Winston dove really quickly, and he kind of just stood here, not doing anything. Um, just well, mostly partially because of the Orisa pull, of course, but um, just that little bit of distance between us and the Winston, we weren't able to like keep him up really, and he gets it back out really quick. So he just went in pretty much for all charge. Just because that very small disconnect. Okay. I know Winston's low health, so I kind of back up expecting Winston to be either behind me or something. But Victor starts pushing in. Um, so we got half our team up here and the other half back here. We catch up. They don't get punished right away. That's pretty lucky for us. Anna backs up. That's fine. Winston still isn't with us. So yeah, it's all kind of happened because Winston didn't wait originally right here. He kind of just dives in just for the sake of diving in, and Winston gets hurt. He has to back up, and now he's missing the engagement. So things that up. Okay, this is looking better. Winston's not going full dive. He has some natural cover. Um, Victor throws a fire strike. That's really good. You should have kept going and pinned right here. Rein pin, dude, it's so game changing. Because one, it gets you close to the enemy. Sometimes, well, you know, depending on how you use it. But it acts as mobility, a kill, and Rein desperately needs that mobility to like get to his targets. So yeah, Rein pins are just like really, and so you know that she kind of like you swing too late, you have your shield up too much. You seem to struggle knowing when to shield with Rein. You're getting like no shield value right here. Um, you know, it's okay just to wait as Rein. You don't have to be, you know, doing something if you're waiting for your abilities to cool down. Waiting for your abilities is something, in other words. During that time, you could like look around and see where your teammates are if you feel like they're not pushing or if they're, you know, if they're dead or, you know, just gain situational awareness while you're waiting for your cooldowns. Um, okay, Tracer popping in. And see, during this time, like, you kind of waited too much. Um, I mean, you had full health right here, dude. Like, there was really no need to wait right here. You had full shield, you had full health. Um, yeah, this is bad. Short pin with Rein. I do I it takes practice, I know. I do that sometimes too, where like I fuck up on my charge, but short pin, just really enforce it in your head, and more often than not, you'll start improving. Um, I'm kind of just left behind because you guys both tanks kind of dive in at a weird time. Yeah. Mm, that's what happened. I remember right here you asked me, as everyone died. Um, but I just assumed you died back here, honestly. But you still survived. That's pretty funny. Yeah, you're pretty screwed right there. Yeah, we're getting pushed pretty hard right here. Um, Honestly, like you shouldn't even have tried to re-engage. Once you fell asleep, you should have already known um, that like you were gonna be by yourself back here in the back lines. You should have just charged back. I'm guessing you have charge already. Let me kind of go back a little bit and see like specifically how quickly you had charge again. You had 5 seconds to charge. Right there, Fire Strike, you need to start heading backwards. At this moment, there's no teammates in your view. You should know that you're screwed pretty much. Um, don't be going in. You keep going in deeper, kind of screwing yourself. Um, right away, you should be getting away. Like I don't know why you're. This is just bad in general. Um, if by some miracle, like these other three people were dead, like this is still a really bad engagement. Um, yeah, I was just like, there's a lot of layers of badness to that. Yeah, really, the main thing that kind of went wrong here is just your situational awareness. It just kind of comes down to that. um, well, that was kind of like the late effect. So there's two major points to this engagement that went wrong. Um, One, when you were separate from Winston. I'm actually gonna go back for this. Oops. Right here, and a little more back. Okay, you're waiting for heals. Um, that's okay. Like, so just right here, this jump by Winston ends up going out really badly. Like, you notice how he starts reloading as soon as he gets in, and then he dies like pretty much right away. Um, you shouldn't be turning right. You should have went left earlier. So this is where everything goes wrong. Winston's dive and your dive just really mess up the entire play. Um, I realized that you were trying to like maybe you were trying to um maybe you were trying to overextend or push yourself too much to overcorrect. There we go for Winston's mistake. But yeah, you end up just feeding everyone back here. Okay, let's go on. Um, so at this point, their Mercy already has ult. Ryan already busted his ult. You're barely at 50%. Notice how much of a difference the ult charge is. Again, Winston kind of diving just for the sake of moving forward. People do this, like, if you do this kind of thing with Moira and with Winston, like, you're losing a lot of value as playing that hero. That's like that's your getaway. That's literally half your moveset with Winston. Um, Again, this is bad. Diving at the wrong time. I kind of like that he didn't bust shield yet, because he would have ended up being kind of a sitting duck. Blech. Instead, he has a shield more as a getaway option than an offensive option, which probably works a little better. It's kind of interesting. Um, yeah, you really don't need shield right here with Rein. You could have it for a little bit, but once you get to natural cover, you don't need it anymore. Tank disconnect. You're... Notice how their Rein just like swings so much more. And that's why he has ult a lot quicker. He's almost caught up with you on ult charge. He's at 50%. I see you dive in, so I ult. I do actually reach my ult, so that reach you with my ult barely. So that's good. Um, it does not, however, reach the Winston because he's running away. So this is bad on a couple people's part. On your part, you're diving in with one, them having more ults. Um, Two, you were low health by the time you got over here. And three, our Winston is already half health. Um, we should have just like cornered their Rein, but no, you dove in. So this is also again bad game sense. Um, this is a very tunnel vision tank gameplay here. So now we're kind of in shambles because one, Lucio isn't getting. I'm not gonna get enough value, as much value as Lucio, because the tanks are separated. Um, Two, their Rein is has a really favorable position because he could just one take out our backline, and two pin someone on his way back to safety. Whereas um, you're against alts and a very focused team, whereas compared to our team, we're very unfocused right now. Um, you got Tracer kind of over here with you, so that's good. Echo is kind of still in progress. Um, okay, I took out the ult. And notice you're not able to do what Rein does good because you don't go in with the right backup. Um, did you pin anyone right now? I'd actually be really surprised if you pin someone. Yeah, it's such a predictable pin. This is just like really bad. And you did this already over here. Um, their Mercy's ulting as well. Luckily, their Ryan didn't get any pins on the way back, and he also didn't take out our Ana. So that's kind of good. Um, yeah, notice like your pin just left you so vulnerable. Even with my ult covering you for a little bit. Actually, I want to look at that. I don't think you even utilized my ult shield. Yeah, you still have a little bit of shield on you. Um, and so I think most of my shield actually covered your recovery. Um, so they pretty much just ate through my ult, and whatever little part that you could have used, um, you end up shielding here. So I left you in a super vulnerable position. You can't swing at anyone. Um, you're forced to defend against the ults. By the time you get to natural cover, your shield's down, and you become really useless as a Rein, especially since you're half health. And yeah, you go down. And worst off, you leave me in a very comparable position, because I go in and try to save you. Um, this is going pretty bad for us. So it's pretty much just I get mowed down afterwards. It's really just Ana and Winston left, which yeah, they're screwed. So the only good things that came out of this, um, they wasted three ults, Mercy, Orisa, and Torb used their ults, and but we used our Winston and Nano and Ana Nano. So overall, this was a really failed engagement. Um, so this one went bad. It was actually I want to say it was like 90% you. Um, that you charged in way too deep, and yeah. Um, if you would have backed up our Winston earlier, he would have caught my ult. He would have been in range of my ults. He wouldn't have backed up so much. Um, their Ryan would have been down. It just would have been a really different game. play here if we would have just like taken out the Rein before we charged in. So yeah, that was really bad. Alrighty, next round. Again, going in without the other tank, without the backup. We have a full minute and a half. We don't need to rush this. This definitely isn't good. As soon as I hear, as soon as I hear soldiers ult, I don't want to go in. I'm trying to take cover, and I'm also trying to take out the Torb ult, the Torb uh, um, turret before we go in any further. Yeah, this is just so bad, dude. Like, you need more situational awareness with Ryan. Like, I can't put it simpler than that. Um, communicate with us, with me. Um, ask if your tank is with you. Ask if your team is with you. Um, like this would have been an amazing ult if you would have had backup. And I've done this. Like I've done really good plays on myself, and like it could feel a little frustrating. Like, oh, no one's backing me up. But nah, dude, you were the one in this scenario where you win pretty much by yourself. Um, um, Torp turret's still up. Where am I? I end up kind of just forgetting while the turret trying to back you up, but like, because when you ults, but that ends up going out really badly for us. Um, you do pop the Rein. Oh no, the Rein pops you. Never mind. Yeah, dude, our Mercy is really disconnected from you. Our tank is not anywhere near you. One of our DPS, gets a kill, but that's definitely not enough to sway the battle. And he's low health. So like that was just a really, really bad push. If anything, you just wasted your ult and fed them. This Reaper trade-off is not. It's nothing. It's really. Like if I were to put it in terms of chess, like Ryan is pretty much like he's queen value. He's like 9 points. Sub tank is like like a rook maybe, or like 5 points, or um the healers apply, also maybe like rook value or knight value, like, 4 or 5 depending on the scenario. DPS are like anywhere between pawns to like knights, depending on how good they are. So like anyway, I'm just saying like Ryan has like so much value and health, and when you fuck up as a tank, you pretty much screw the entire team for the two reasons that one, you just fed the enemy like so much health, and two, um, you don't have the resources to push forward anymore, pretty much. It's a really steep battle to get over a tank loss like that. Yeah, again, not that it's impossible, it's just your likeliness just plummets down.
60 seconds remaining.
So we're all engaging without you. Honestly, at this point, I would prefer if we just regroup, because we're on our last minute. But, that's at this rank, you're not gonna convince everyone just to like group up and wait. Um, so this is kind of our best shot right now. Rein kills the Reaper. So we're down 2 people versus their entire team. Um, why did I kind of back up like that? I should have pushed a little harder there. I kind of messed up this Lucio. Oh, it's because that Torp turret's been pestering me the entire game, though. See, now we're just going in one by one, and it's getting wrecked now. You're holding shield up when you don't really need to. You have both your healers on you, dude. Like, if you don't swing now, like you're never gonna swing with Ryan. Oh, you decided to wait. Okay, I could approve of that. Fire strike, dude. Fire strike. Come on, fire strike. I know you have it. I know you have fire strike. You need to use it like almost as frequently as you can. You need to build ults like desperately here. Um, I think I tell you I was gonna speed back. Oh, that's good. That's good. Okay. I tell you, I'm like, hey, I'm gonna go back and speed Orisa, and you back up. Okay, I'm really happy about that. Um, although you still, you're still out here by yourself, even though I tell you that I left you. Um, you got Echo right there, but granted, you also survive, but this is very punishable. Um, you extend a lot of resources just kind of doing this right here. Really, you don't need to come all the way out here. You could have just like popped to the side, fire strike, hide. That was definitely a risky position you were in. Okay, now I'm here with Orisa. Reaper goes in early. Ugh. I don't mind that actually. That's a pretty okay trade. Um, his timing if it could have been better. Dude, you have this whole team behind you. You don't need to be holding your shield, man. This is bad. Um, I wouldn't even have minded a charge right here because we're coming with you. Um, you have fire strike? I swear, if you have fire strike, Victor, you have fire strike, dude. Hit him. This is bad, dude. The only scenario this would have been good is if he was gonna ult and okay, look, watch. So two things here. One, if you're keeping track of the enemy's ults, then you should have known that there was no danger right here. He just used ults a little while ago, so you're safe. Um, Two, like to me personally, it becomes more like if you weren't keeping track of ults, right? This becomes more personal gameplay preference, right? Where Are you gonna risk holding your shield up, or are you gonna, go more offense aggro with Rein? Personally, I'll go aggro a lot more often than I'll hold shield up, and sometimes I'll get punished for it when I by the ults. I play that kind of gamble. Um, but like if it's your whole team versus one Rein, like almost all the time, I'm gonna prefer going aggro. Throw fire strike, charge them. At least put your shield down to like bait it. Do something. Holding shield gives you no value as Rein right now. Or it gives you so little value. Is what I mean. You go slower. Your speed goes slower. You're not. You know, you're not doing. You're not making an event happen. Pretty much. Okay, now the charge is a little late. Um, See, the difference is when you were right here. Um, I'm gonna go back. Right here, this Rein wants to go backward. Um, so it's risky right now to pin him because the enemy team is back here. So I'll give you that. Pinning him right now is not ideal, but you should start swinging. This is pretty much swinging range. If you let down your shield, you'll catch up and you'll hit him. Right here, if you were to go a little bit left and pin him, that would be perfect because he has to back up right now. Like he has to back up. So like his path is ideal for you to pin. The more he turns the corner, the more risky it becomes for you to pin. So like right here, you're still maybe okay. You've lost the pin. You're starting to lose pin opportunity. Um, right here, he has to go left. Um, so like you know what I mean? Like if your destination coincides with his destination, that's usually a good sign that you could pin. Um, but no, he's already safe. You're really far from him, and I don't. Why, Victor? Why? Um, that Ryan wants space from the entire team, and you pretty much give it to him. You instead of like cutting directly to him, you start going left right here. And the more you go left, the more space you're giving him. I don't know why he goes right for a second, but he realizes that mistake and he starts going left. Um, and by the time you decide to pin, you're so far from him um, that yeah, that it just misses and you it fucks up. You fucked up now. It's way too late. Um, so you pretty much gave that Ryan a get out of jail free card. What's going on here? Mercy's ulting. Our Mercy's ulting. Um, See, this is almost an even fight, but you're low health and in a bad position right now. Or you're mid health. Um, so Rissa ends up taking a lot of beating here. You just see that small duration where you just had to like back up to heal. Like so much happened. Mercy went down and Orissa's pretty much dead right now. Orissa died. Um, Echo actually died as well. So like Just that small moment you like had to back up because you dove in too hard. Like we're pretty much screwed now. Um, half our team is dead. More than half. It's just me and you actually. Um, yeah, dude. Literally each engagement, you kind of fuck this up. So hopefully you get some. You at least learn from some of these mistakes. You did two really bad pins, and you let that Rein get away at the end. You seem to really struggle between going aggro and um, not going aggro. Rule of thumb, if you have resources and your team is with you, you could go aggro. Um, that's kind of just like the simplest baseline. Which at the very end there, um, right here when you were chasing the Ryan, you had both. You had resources and your team. That was like the most clear cut situation to go aggro, and you didn't. You were probably maybe you were trying to overcorrect for your earlier mistakes, but then you still end up doing the same mistake as earlier. So like, you know what I mean? Um, yeah.
Attackers incoming in 30
So
seconds.
the other thing did mess up too. Um, and I didn't notice our DPS ulting that much, but that Ratch was really those engagement were mostly our two tanks faults. I'd say it was like 70% you. Well, not like 70, more like 65% you.
Four,
Um,
three, two,
or like,
one.
I don't know,
Attackers
60%
incoming.
you,
Defend
30%
objective.
wins the other tank. Nah, more, I don't know, whatever, it doesn't really matter, right? Like 40% you, 40% the other tank, and then the rest is like the rest of the team. Okay. And you could actually tell that you were doing bad because the other Ryan was just outpacing you so much on his ult. Um, so it's not just my opinion. It's the stats reflected too. Okay, so you go Sigma on this one. Um, and we actually do good because like they don't capture anything. We draw. So we did really bad on offense, but we made up for it on the defense at least. So see, they're Ryan fire strikes. That was a really good value fire strike. This is good. They're Ryan taking after cover. Um, he needs to wait for his team though. Where am I? Oh, I'm Moira on this one. I also kind of want to look at my Moira gameplay. This is good for opportunity for me. Okay, that would have been a good Rein fire toss while you're just biting for time. Um, I don't know why his healers aren't on him. Oh, there they are. But you did a good job absorbing it. Honestly, just denying Rein that value is usually worth your black hole especially if they're not pushing too hard. This is bad on the Winston's part. Well, it could be okay. Um, he's half health, so that's bad. Um, Winston is forced to run away, so that's good. So if Winston would have jumped in while he had his ability to get away, this would have been good. Like if he would have waited right here for his jump to recover, stepped in, and then ran away, that would have been good. Because that creates time for his teammates to get to him. But yeah, he doesn't do that. He kind of just comes in and dies. So that was really bad on Winston's part. Wow. Wow. That is so bad. Wow. So this is really bad on our Reinhardt's part. I'm gonna look at your guys' abilities. Reinhardt has charge. Um, he could have used his charge to cancel this, and you guys would have been in a really advantageous position. Um, it's pretty much our whole team versus this Rein right now. So if he would have like stunned each other, we would have had the advantage. So that's really bad on the Rein's part. Right away, you need to rock right now. Because if you don't rock, you both are in trouble. Yeah. I want to see if you had that on time, or if you just delayed it for too long. You had rock right now. Nah, you fucked up. Rock, right? Rock, 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 rock. Nope. Yeah, you pretty much killed our Ryan. Or you didn't kill him, of course. You just didn't save him. So you both fucked up there. It's more his fault because he should have caught that from earlier. But now we're oh my god, and then he kills you. Yeah, like see how good Ryan can be offensively if you're in the right positions. Um, honestly, he got kind of lucky. He got really lucky. He dove in and he really didn't get punished at all. Um, this Ryan was, he's pretty good. He was able, he got lucky in the sense that he pinned the other Ryan and he booped you way back here. And, um, yeah, see me and the other healer, this Mercy's being an idiot. Me and the other healer are kind of just left behind while the Ryan punishes you guys back here. Um, yeah, no, you're just both of you guys fuck up. Mostly the Ryan, but you fucked up too. It's like that one's like 70% his fault. The person that made the mistake first is probably the one that fucks it up more. So yeah, both of you guys really fuck up there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's 5v3 now. 5v4. We have Sim coming in. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. Bastion's in a bad position though, and we have no tanks. Um, they're extremely at an advantage right now. Does Mercy revive one of us? He revives the Rein. Yeah, Mercy sacrifices herself. Um, yeah, I don't necessarily like that trade, but it's what it is. I think it could have been worth the risk, but I don't know. The reason I don't like it is because this Rein is so bad against the other Rein as well. Oh, their Rein fucks up. Wow, their Rein major fucks up. If he would have ulted us, we would have been fucked right here. So my primary job right now as Moira is heals. Um, like as tempting as it is to try to finish off this Rein quickly, that's not my job. All these other guys have really good offensive abilities. I'm the only one that could heal, so I need to do that. Um, the only time I start attacking is just for a little bit to refresh my spray. I want to constantly have the time healing over time effect on Rein. So I only damage in order to get that to get my spray back. And usually, if I could manage it while Rein is putting his shield up. Ah, fucking Rein goes in too deep. I don't like using my fadeaway to get closer like this in such a like heated combat scenario. Um, but in this case, I think it's really worth it. It's worth the risk. I'm just consciously making that decision that like, hey, I need if this Rein fucking dies, we're screwed. You get back. And you're not in a good matchup against this Rein here. Or what happened? Our Symmetra finishes the Rein.
Get into position.
It's a really bad black hole. You do manage to catch the Ana heals, but that's kind of coincidental. And probably not a lot of value. Oh, that would have been a really good rock. That would have been a really good rock. That would have been, like, perfect. You want to hit squishies with your rock. Yeah, and, like, notice, like, how much health you have right now. Um, and how little health I fucking have. Like, you need to, you know, use all that health. You have full shield and full health. You need to be being really aggro right now. I know little Junkrat boops you though, so like it's not completely your fault right here. Um, yeah, you should have thrown your shield out like a lot sooner though. I end up barely fucking making it out. You get slept. I end up going down. Yeah, see, if you would have thrown shield out, dude, like either as you were coming in or as you were getting booped away, I probably would have lived. I would have had more defensive, more running away options. Um, if you would have landed rock, like, like I hate to put this, I usually don't complain about accuracy, um, but this is one of those times where accuracy is really important, especially for for your abilities like rock. Your primary fire is a little less, it's a little less important. Um, but your rock just it has so much value that you gotta practice landing it. That one is accuracy is important. So if you would have successfully used either your shield or your rock, I might have lived. Um, but Mercy revives me, so that's good.
Der Kampf ist noch nicht vorbei.
Okay, this is good. Oh wait, no, that's the enemy Sigma. Never mind. Where the heck did you go? Oh, you're back here. Okay. Yeah, Sigma's really good at kind of canceling out Bastion's ults. If you're full resources, you could pretty much tank his entire ults. Pharah ends up popping you. Did you have? I feel like you didn't even push shield down at all, dude. That's not good. Oh, okay. No, you put shield right there. Okay, so you at least used it. Okay. Um. Okay, so. Mm, overall, your Sigma play here was kind of ineffective. Um. So one, you kind of charge in when there's like enemies like kind of all around you. They're mostly on that side, so you're fine. I guess that's fine. Shield right there would have been perfect, or rock. Either one would have worked. You do get the rock on the Mercy though. I didn't notice that earlier. Bastion just completely fucking misses that. That's funny. Fucking idiot. Um. Yeah, you don't want to be going for shield right now. Like, I know Sigma's a threat, but like having he has the defensive options. Everyone else around here doesn't. Ana doesn't have, a getaway. Um, I know Pharah's a harder target, so I don't even mind that you don't shoot at her. Mercy doesn't have, she's more vulnerable. Um, in other words, Sigma, of course, he's a tank. He's designed to be taking hits. You don't want to be targeting him right now. Um, he definitely has the advantage right now. Look, their Sigma's going for me. That's a really smart choice. Um, you should be going for either Junkrat or one of the healers. You gotta pick your targets kind of smartly. Shield. Okay, see, that was a good shield. Um, I'm not gonna lie, this is a tough situation. Um, like I don't know how I would have handled it as Sigma. I really don't. Um, it's like I'm not gonna give you too much crap on this engagement right here. But just overall, I don't know how effective. I don't. It didn't seem like your Sigma gameplay was effective. Um, and it's a rough engagement. We're definitely losing the engagement. So like, I understand. That's fine. It happens. I'm not, expecting perfection, of course. Um, I'm of course just looking for ways for improvement. So, um, the only thing I could say besides your abilities is I'm really iffy about your positioning. I know you're trying to hold the point, but going in like that really just ends up punishing you like a lot. Like you get booped around up here, and then you get slapped, and then you get booped again. And by the time you're over here, you're really low on everything, um, except shield. But
Helden sterben nicht.
and honestly, I'm not that great with my Moira beams, man. I don't know why I just I don't know why I struggle so much with her beam aim. At least I feel like I do. Maybe I'm not. Maybe I'm actually hitting them and I'm just like, I don't know.
Allow me to repair the damage.
See, this is a really good Moira getaway. Rein was pretty much gonna kill me, and yeah, I reserve my getaway for that. Now I need to heal myself
Deine Valkyrie
and
ist da.
and or take cover. So Mercy's revive is like really come clutch during this engagement. Um, she brought up Rein, she brought up me, and between all of us, we were able to hold it down. Rein came in and was able to kind of clean up. So we got pretty lucky there.
Heal you.
Um, I thought after that Rein pin that we were gonna get pretty much wrecked, but we barely make it back. We barely make it. Hmm. And they still have 2 minutes. Like that was a really good push for the beginning, or what pretty much was the beginning. How are we doing on alts? We have more alts. That's good. Notice right there, I pretty much let. Actually, I kind of actually want to point that out as Moira. Um, right here.
Injured again.
So I throw some heals at her, and then when she has like a quarter left, I pretty much let her heal on her own. I leave right away. That healing over a time is important. Not only that, but Symmetra heals half her health by herself. So I took a bit of damage. I didn't want to risk getting killed by a Pharah powered up Pharah. So I kind of panicked. That was a panic fade away there.
This will restore you.
Mm. Oh, I fuck up right here. I'm not gonna. I'll call it. I was trying to save Rein. Um, and she starts ulting. I'm like, okay, well, like I could. She's focused on Rein. She's probably not gonna hit me, so I could get a little bit of chip damage in right here. Um, but she's powered up, so I need to be really careful. Um, and I go down like as soon as she looks at me, pretty much. So I underestimated her. Which I live and learn. Uh, so Ryan's engaging. You're over here defending. Okay, this is fine. Kind of. Um, oh, they kill Rein. But we're struggling to kill Sigma here. Okay. So, um, so me and Ryan both go down. So that's gonna probably put us in a little bit of difficult position here. Our Mercy ult. We kill Sigma. Kill Pharaoh. The fuck is Mercy doing? Oh, she revives Ryan. Hmm. Okay. I think I'm okay with that. Oh, their Mercy's reviving. Yeah. Oh, yeah. You almost. That was good. You almost caught it with your rock. His execution needs to be better. That's. I'm pretty okay with that. Okay, now Sim's in a dangerous situation. She needed to back up. She backed up the wrong way. And you completely abandoned her. So that's like 70% her and 30% your fault. Yeah, dude, go back her up. Look at her. She's killing it over there. And that Sim almost single-handedly took out. Well, not single-handedly. She almost, mostly for the most part. I saw a little bit of your orbs, but she pretty much just took out both the tanks. But, or almost took out both the tanks. If you would have just backed her up more, you guys probably would have had it. Oh, I popped the Rein. I popped the Junkrat ult. Okay, so I'm back. Um, yeah, dude, punish. Like, go after this. Just go after this Sigma, dude. You could totally get him. The Rein's down. Like, this is like free reign time. This is cleanup time. I don't know why Bastion leaves you guys. That was really stupid on his part. Oh wow, that was a really lucky Junkrat jump. Yeah, Ryan just left you. You need to read the room a little bit more. You're starting to get it into a dangerous situation here. Oh no, you came apart. Oh, that's so sad. That was our ult. Hey, look, Sim is trying to save you. That's a good ult. It's good. Yeah, perfect. If you could get one healer and two tanks, like, that's really good. Now you just gotta, like, follow up on it. Now you gotta try to get rock on that Sigma. Yeah, he just got one thing. Um, that's good. That's good. That's good. And you guys pressuring Rein. Yeah, if you're not throwing rocket Sigma, yeah, just keep pressuring the Rein. That's fine.
Helden sterben nicht.
Ooh, no, Symmetra. Nah, Symmetra is still high value too. Um, that was a pretty good Rhino. Like, I wouldn't have expected. I didn't expect it. Um, like his behavior didn't really change that much because like he was backing up, so it was a hard read for sure. Right now, I'm kind of the only one that could take out Farah. Bastion went down, so I'm kind of going for her right now. Oof, you guys are really struggling on health. Yeah, I'd probably fuck up there by going for the Pharaoh. I just figured since you had that really good ult, I thought we would have had the advantage. So I was trying to get away with little damage on the Pharaoh. But, yeah, I kind of fucked up there, not gonna lie. Yeah, Ryan should be swinging right now. He has both killers on him. Not what I wanted, but that works too. Yeah, that works. Right there, a damage orb is okay. Because we pretty much have control of the situation. This is a cleanup right now. We want to clean up anyone. We want to clean up as fast as we can. So like, yeah, heals are important, and I'll throw out a couple sprays. But actually, damage is becoming more and more important as this drags out. Notice how like my Moira accuracy isn't like the best. I'm not gonna lie. Like it's very sporadic. Like, look, I'm gonna actually go back and kind of hate on myself here and see if I could figure out how to improve it as well. Like I need to think about where he's going, I think is what it is. Or maybe just like focus less on where he's going. I don't know. I don't know why I struggle with Moira's aim. That's why I'm kind of jealous of your Zarya accuracy. Like it's so good, but you still don't output like enough damage with her, which is I'm kind of like, like you should be with the amount of average charge you get, you should definitely be pulling out more damage with her. But I'll work on it. But yeah, anyway, just yeah, hopefully you learn a little bit about your Rein gameplay. Your Sigma gameplay was okay. You definitely need to work on your rock accuracy. Like that's really, there was 2 times you could have rocked really, right here, and the Junkrat right here. That would have like really made a game changing. That was really game changing, and you missed both of them, or you didn't do them on time, or I don't know, one of the two. Sigma, those are my main notes. Just um, feel free to expend your health just a smidge more. Like be more aggro when you have a bit more health. What else? Practice your rock. And your positioning was more dictated by the objectives, so like I can't really complain about too much on that one. So those are kind of small notes for Sigma really. Rein is really your main problem in this on this game. Yeah, you just need to make sure engaging with your tank, which I know it can be kind of hard with Winston. I'm not gonna lie. But you definitely need to swing more. You definitely need to use your fire strike more often. Um, and yeah, don't charge in like you want to look for short pins. Just drill it in your head. Short pins, short pins. And yeah, I'll leave it. I'll leave it like that. Maybe I'll put this as a snapshot. Yeah, hopefully this video helps out a bit. So I know I'm a little rough on you, but I know you could do it. So I'll catch you all later.